Yep, codes gets involved. Now let's have some fun with it. High grass. They said I have high grass. Yeah, I admit it's a little higher than normal, but I have high grass? What in the is this? What is this considered? But yet I have high grass. This shit's over my fence. I have high grass. I still can't believe that they say I have rubbish. I have rubbish. Do they want to see rubbish? Because I can make rubbish. I don't think they're ready for it. For some reason, it just started getting windy. All right, guys, so today we are actually going to start working back on our 99 Chevy Tahoe, Project Tahoe. This thing is freaking killer, and I'm telling you right now, video does not do it any justice. This is actually my eye height right here, and this thing is literally right there to my eye. So this thing is freaking massive. If you guys do know, I did buy this thing. The front end was already messed up, and then I ended up fixing the front end somewhat, and I ended up rolling it down over the hill into my F450. It is what it is. We ended up buying a parts truck, which I'm going to throw in some footage from me tearing this thing apart. And now that we've got all the parts that we need for this truck torn off of that truck, now it is time to reassemble everything over here on this truck. So if you guys don't know, this is a 6-inch rough country suspension lift with a 3-inch rough country body lift. This thing is absolutely massive. As of right now, it is sitting on some 37s. I just bought these to kind of toss under here, so we kind of had a little bit of a, I guess, a picture representation of how we are going to do this thing. But we are actually going to end up putting 40s on this truck when it is all said and done. Now, one of the cool things that I think is the fact that I didn't straight axle swap this, and we are getting this much ground clearance and this much height out of a suspension lift and a body lift, which is freaking killer, guys. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and pressure wash this thing down really good. I ended up buying just a cheap Harbor Freight pressure washer. I'm going to give this thing a complete once over, a bath basically, and then we're going to start reassembling. I am freaking excited, and I hope you guys are too, because this is probably by far one of my most exciting and coolest builds that I have done, and I've done a lot of builds, but this here, for some reason, it just holds a soft spot in my heart. I love the square body Chevys. As you guys do know, I got a square body up here, but I want to get this thing done. So let me get this thing washed up, pressure washed, and looking good. We have got this thing all cleaned up. It is looking freaking killer here. Now it's time to go ahead and start reassembling everything. So as you guys do know, I am trying to make this as nice as possible. So one of the perks about buying that truck is it was in a front end collision. Again, I'm sorry about the wind noise, guys, but I just want to get this video done because, you know, I finally want to get the Tahoe done, and today's the day to do it, so we got to deal with the wind noise. But as you guys do know, this truck was actually in a front end collision. It is actually a reconstructed title truck, and this piece here was like brand new. As you can tell, it has like very minimum rust on the bottom of it. It does have a little bit, but nothing crazy. A little bit of rust on this side, but nothing too terrible. This is probably the cleanest one that I've found, short of buying one brand new, which I tried to do, but obviously you can tell it didn't come in. So we got this thing all painted up. I did it all myself. I've got to admit, it looks freaking killer. But now it's time for the moment of truth. Let's get this thing installed. The other thing, I put some pieces over here. I went ahead and painted up the radiator holders. They're just dusty right now, as you can tell, because it's been sitting here. Same thing with that one. It looks freaking killer. I went ahead and painted up the actual hood latch piece that hangs on the back, and then we did our grill. So without further ado, let's start getting this thing tossed back together. The only thing we won't have right now to get back together is going to be the headlights and the marker lights, and they're easy to source. I think I have a set found. I placed the order today. We'll see if they're on back order or not, so fingers crossed we get those. And again, the grill isn't painted the nicest or the best yet, but we're gonna make do with what we got here now. And worst case, we'll just tear this all down, strip it down, and try to repaint it. Or there's a different style that I like, so we'll buy that one. Dang, airplane. But all right, let's get this thing tossed together. Oh yes. All right, guys and girls, well, the Tahoe is finally got a front end on it. Now we could obviously drive this thing at this point, however I still want to get an alignment, and I'm going to have to fabricate a front bumper here. So you guys are gonna have to let me know in the comment section down below, should I actually use this Jeep bumper? As you can tell, straight on it actually doesn't look terrible, and it actually lines up pretty well. Now I could probably move it back about an inch from where it is here. You do know this is actually for a Jeep, obviously not the Tahoe here, but we could make this work. Here's what I'm thinking. If we trim this here and then got rid of this little kick panel, this little plastic panel here, it wouldn't look like it sticks out as far or in as far as it does. So let me know in the comments. Obviously this I just kind of sprayed orange real quick. We're not gonna leave that orange. That's actually gonna go gloss black. But I just decided, hey, I had a little orange left over and it looked absolutely terrible how it was, so I just sprayed it orange real quick. But this is not going to stay orange. So that little trim panel, ow, look at the mosquito. You guys just killed a mosquito. Thanks, guys. Anyway, so the this little trim panel here, we're going to end up gloss blacking. It'll actually blend in with the rest of it. Again, a grill, we are going to try to locate a better grill, headlights, marker lights, corner lights, all that stuff. But I've got to admit, guys, this thing is looking freaking killer. You can tell it's pretty well, you know, body lined. If I trimmed these off, guys, I don't think it would look as bad. And again, I could recess this thing back in about an inch, inch and a half. One of the cool things about using this bumper, though, is that we would be able to run a winch. So let me know in the comments down below, is this something you guys want to see on this truck? Yes or no, or should we go ahead and see what kind of front bumper we can get on, or just put a factory front bumper back on? I actually still have the front bumper off of the Chevy truck over here. It wasn't in terrible shape. I could paint it black and toss it on the front of here. Let me know again, guys, which way you guys want to take this thing. But I've got to admit, I am absolutely in love with the Project Tahoe. Keep in mind, guys, we are also going to go to 40s instead of staying on these 37s too, so it's going to raise it up another inch and a half. But there you guys go. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Take care. We will see you guys in an upcoming video. Which one's your favorite? Let me know in the comments down below. Take care. We'll see you in the next one. Oh, I'm not sure if I said it. This truck is a 6-inch lift end on 37. So this is a pretty big truck, you know, per se. So the fact that this thing is towering over it already, and we're still just on a 37 and a bald 37 too at that. I can't wait to actually get this thing on a real tire. These aren't much better, but they're definitely better. So this truck's gonna be massive with a brand new 40 on it. Take care, guys. We'll see you in the next one. I think I'm definitely liking the clean look. Now, obviously the lower valence is kind of busted up there, and obviously it does have the body lift on, so I'd have to put the body lift extensions up here, but I don't know. I think I'm actually liking the cleaner look of having a regular bumper. This dent here you could probably knock out from the outside, especially since it's off, but I don't know, guys. Let me know in the comments down below. Gloss black it and just put the stock bumper back on, keep it all original looking in the front. I definitely think that's the ticket. Let me know. Aftermarket bumper with a winch, or put the stock bumper back on. We'd obviously take that trim piece off, fill in whatever holes we got to fill in too, but it's up to you guys.